In one of my recent controversial videos, I criticized people that hated Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice for the fact that Batman killed. Yet those same people had no qualms about Captain America killing. After all, Batman had 21 kills in Batman v Superman, while Captain America has had over 14,000 kills in his Marvel movies to date.
I don't want to kill anyone.
So why the hypocrisy? They reasoned that Captain America was a soldier, and therefore it was okay for him to kill. So this video will summarize the history of Captain America's killing in the comic book world and ultimately settle the debate on whether Captain America has a no-kill rule or not. Did Captain America kill in the comics? The short answer is yes. In the Golden Age, Captain America killed frequently. In the Silver Age, it's been shown Captain America killing during the war. So the simple answer is that there's documented evidence that Captain America's killed on many occasions, and as early as the second issue of the series way back in 1941. Then sometime during the mid-80s, Mark Grunwald took over and thus began his infamous 10-year run on the series.
I had been doing symbolic characters, villains that don't just rob banks but have some symbolic nature.
Now, I grew up on Mark Grunwald's run of Captain America, and to me personally was one of the most amazing and memorable runs of Captain America ever. He established outstanding storylines and memorable villains. Even though I was a tween at the time, I was blown away by the whole John Walker storyline. If you haven't read it, it still holds up to this day. Now in issue number 322, Captain America flat out admits to never killing, and in fact never holding a gun as well. I never carry a gun. I have never taken another person's life. Now, Mark Grunwald literally defined the character for my generation. For Captain America to hold a gun was in fact a big deal at the time, and when it did happen, was only used to highlight Cap's desperation for a particular storyline. Grunwald pretty much retconned a lot of the old killing that Captain America did in the Golden and Silver Ages. Furthermore, other writers before and after Grunwald also wrote Captain America as a hero who avoided killing. In Avengers Volume 1, Issue 169, Cap was quoted as saying, "No matter how many times I've fought for my own survival, I've stopped before killing. If I degrade myself, if I become nothing more than a vicious murderer, even in defense of the causes I struggle for, then I'm as bad as the fiends I battle, and the name Captain America becomes a hollow mockery of justice and truth." In Captain America issue 241, Cap also told the Punisher, "There's something you should learn, Punisher. Oh, I've carried a gun a few times in my career, but I've never willingly taken a life, and I never will." In Captain America Volume 3, issue number 16, Mark Waid's version of Captain America stated, "Are you asking me to kill the Skull so I can save the world through premeditated murder? No thanks, I'll find another way." Way back when, the Comics Code Authority was formed in 1954 to allow publishers to self-regulate the content of their comic books. Comic books in its infancy were something only little kids read, and the killing really didn't bode well for a lot of people. I wasn't born yet when the whole public burning of comics was happening, so the whole Comics Code was meant to tone things down a bit for the younger crowd. Marvel abandoned the CCA in 2001 and DC in 2011.
Captain America.
Now in the last 15 years or so, killing in the comic book world, though not encouraged, started to flourish if it meant serving the story. Enter Ed Brubaker, who pretty much acknowledged that Cap killed Nazis and such. Brubaker's been credited for bringing us a more modern Captain America, and his influence can be seen in the Captain America movies today. So there you have it, folks. There's been a lot of different versions of Captain America, and how you want him portrayed ultimately depends on which version appeals to you more. Regardless, the conclusion and overall consensus seems to be that based on modern times, Captain America is portrayed as a good guy, soldier, and a leader who will only kill when absolutely necessary. This is how he's being portrayed in the Marvel movies right now. But he still has 14,000 kills.